Tuning your instrument. Most of you probably don't need to get your instrument tuned. About 5 out of my 200 students would have strings that would get really loose. The rest of you have only really made really small adjustments. So, these are your fine tuners. If you turn these to tighten them or to loosen them, you can tune your instrument. The nice things about these is that they won't break your string if you get too tight or too loose on these. If they're too hard to turn, or if they don't turn at all, sometimes they're not the best quality, and you can just leave them alone. The important part is having a reference pitch or sound where you know what your instrument's supposed to sound like, and then as you play your instrument, you can match by adjusting here. Now, in just below, I will include 2 videos that have people playing the open strings on your instrument, and you can listen and play yours, and you can adjust until it matches what you are hearing. Now, I've had a lot of students who say, "Mr. Smith, I have a really loose string," and usually when I check it, they're not that loose, and I just make a small adjustment. Let me show you what a really loose string is like. So, here I've got a violin, and I've got the E string, and the A string, and the D string, and the G string. You'll notice you didn't hear anything from that D string. It's loose. And when it's loose, it's really loose. Like, we call that a spaghetti string, because it is really loose. Right? This is where you probably need to use the pegs to tune the instrument. The problem with the pegs is that if you don't know what you're doing and just twist them and you don't have a reference sound to know what it's supposed to be like, you could break a string, and that costs lots of money. If you're turning the pegs, I'd suggest if your string is really loose and doesn't make noise, turn it just until you can hear a sound, and that's enough. What I will do is every few days I will have a time I set apart where I'll do a group chat or a conference call, and I'll help any student who needs to get their instrument tuned. And I'll post those. You'll know when they're going to happen about 2 days in advance. Our next one's going to be Thursday, and you'll be able to see those and jump in if you need help tuning your instrument. So if you want to try the fine tuners, go ahead. Follow along with the videos. I'll post some more useful links and information if you want to get into it some more.